right, class, today we're going to learn the difference between two types of variables in an experiment. A variable is something that changes. So by the end of class today, you'll be able to distinguish between independent and dependent variables. So in an experiment, there are things that change. And the things that the experimenter changes are called the independent variable, the things that I change. And the dependent variable is the data that you receive. So independent, I change, and dependent is the data. So we're going to go through one example first, and I'll show you how this will work. So our first experiment here is exposing plants to classical music makes them grow faster. So in this experiment, the independent variable, the thing that I change, is the classical music, whether I play the music for the plants or not. So here is what I change. And then the dependent variable, the data that we receive, is how fast they grow. So the independent variable is classical music here, and the dependent variable is how fast they grow. So Walter, can you explain to me why classical music here is the independent variable?
Classical music is the independent because it's what the experimenter changes.
Perfect. That's a great answer. Thank you for sharing. All right. So now, this is the second experiment we're going to go through, and it goes different sizes of paper affect paper airplane flying ability. So you are going to have 2 minutes with a partner to discuss this experiment. I want you to figure out what is the independent variable and what is the dependent variable. Ready? Go. Alrighty, so can I have a group share out what they decided here is the independent variable? Yes, Emma.
We were saying that the size of the paper is the independent variable.
That's perfect. And can you explain why?
It's what you change.
It's what I change. Perfect. And then the paper flying ability would be the dependent variable. Perfect. So with that, you will be able to conduct your own experiments and keep track of the different things that are changing. So in order to remember this, I have come up with a little chant, and you can use a chant with quiet voices while you're doing quizzes and in your future. So the clapping rhythm will go like this. Can we all do that together? Okay, and then the cheer that goes on top of that goes like this. Independent, I change, dependent, data. So I'll do it again. Independent, I change, dependent, data. Okay? Ready? Independent, I change, dependent, data. Again. Independent, I change, dependent, data. Wonderful. And with that, you'll be able to distinguish between these two types of variables.